Hello, Rianne. How you doing?
Hi, Will.
Thanks for joining me again. So today we're going to be looking at putting a motion sensor up in a house. So the motion sensor's a very clever little device. We've got the actual motion sensor and a cradle. Been testing this one recently. There's a good battery in it, so it's all working. So I can actually put the motion sensor to one side just for a minute, while I decide where I'm going to put it. So the motion sensors themselves, we want to place in a room where it's going to capture ideally someone entering and leaving the room. So a doorway, pointing towards a door, really good. Sometimes we don't want to put it in a room where there's constant motion. For example, if it was pointed at someone in bed and they're breathing, it's going to pick up constant motion. So it's kind of really important to decide where you're actually going to place it. But the great thing is, because these are so portable, it might be you want to try a different position later on if you know the position you've got it in is just showing too much motion. Or on the other hand, not enough. If it's not picking up any motion, you can change it again. The other consideration to remember is if there's pets in the house, we probably want these motion detectors pointing sort of across the room rather than downwards. So hopefully there's not too many flying cats across the room. They're just on the floor. Then we can have it kind of just pointing in the right direction to pick up adult motion, which is what we're here today to do. So I've still got the cradle. Now we're using to put these cradles up on the wall. Or any sort of fitting, really, any kind of, it might be on a shelf, but it's still a good idea to secure these to the shelf using these command tapes. So I'm just going to show you how easy these are to use. Really good for picture hanging as well if you've not tried it. So the command tapes come in pairs. Taking them out of the shell, out of the packaging. So 2 little Velcro strips, and what they're great for is we can put them on walls like behind me, and then they'll stick to the wall. But when it's time to take them off, which hopefully I'm going to demonstrate today, leaves no marks, no damage, doesn't take any paint off the walls or rip wallpaper or anything. But it's a great test today, so let's see. So I've got my 2 command tapes. I put the 2 Velcro sides next to each other, and I'm going to click them. I don't know if you can hear that. It makes a nice clicking noise, very satisfying. Clicking them together. So I've got a really good fix there. And the first thing I'm going to do is peel one side off. And I'm going to stick this to my cradle. So just on the base of it, because like I said, I don't need the smart plug in at the moment. Now, the other thing with these command tapes is they're really good if you have, you just want to cut them to adjust. So, when we've talked about putting up our door sensors as well, sometimes you can cut the command tapes down a bit to get a really nice fitting on the actual individual sensors. So you might want a pair of scissors handy as well. So I'll fix that to the side of my cradle. I can then take off the other side of the sticky tape and stick it to my wall, which I'm just going to do just for a demonstration. This is not the right place to put it in a real house, but this is just for the demonstration today on the wall behind me. So I've got a nice secure grip there. I'm going to peel off the sticky from the other side. And like I said, still motion sensor to one side. We're just sticking the cradle to the wall to start with. Okay, so we just pick a nice place on the wall for it. And I'm going to press down the instructions on the pack. So we're going to leave it about 30 seconds, or push down for about 30 seconds. Give it a real good fix. I'm sure that'll be fine. So we can see we've got a nice fix on the wall there. Back to my motion sensor, pops in the cradle, and then I can adjust where the actual sensor's looking by moving it around really easily. Like I said, let's say I did have some pets in my house, I'm going to have it sort of pointing across the room just to pick up adult motion. Really simple. Any questions?
Can you take it off to change the battery?
Absolutely. Like I said, cradle's the only bit to fix the wall. Change batteries anytime I like. Taking it out, leaving the cradle in place. Okay. So now we've done all that, here comes the test. I'm taking off one side of my command tape. So I've got the Velcro side there. And when you go to remove these command tapes, it's a simple pull downwards. No damage to the wall.
Great.
Job done. Thanks, Rianne. See you next time.